What is up, guys? Welcome to T2T Wrestling. I'm here with Tim. Say
hi,
Tim.
everyone.
And we're going to be talking about Clash at the Castle results. But first, before we do talk about that, I just want to say welcome back, Braun Strowman.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's been cool. He's looking good, muscular, and just... I can't wait to see what they're going to do with him. So.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird match for him to come back in, I feel, but it worked. It worked. It reestablished him very quickly.
Pretty much. I think it was just to show how his dominance,
Yeah.
Destroy everybody in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, it worked fine. Also, I liked the start of that match. That doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with Clash of the Castle.
Yeah,
I liked what the New Day did at the start of that. If you haven't seen Raw, go watch that.
Yeah, and also want to thank everybody for the 1,000+ views on our last predictions video. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It's very cool.
So
we deserve it, of course, but it's very cool of you nonetheless.
Yes, we're very humble people, as you can tell.
Yes,
just so humble.
Absolutely.
Alright, well, let's just get into Clash at the Castle. Because, man, what a clash! And
what a clash!
I didn't see no castle, though. Well, there was that image thing.
I mean, I guess there is a castle in Cardiff. I don't know. I've never been there.
I don't know either. Alright, well, first match, we had the 6-way women's tag team match. The team of Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss versus the team of Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky.
Damage Control, I think they call themselves these days.
Is that what they call themselves? Damage Control?
I think that's the name for that faction now, yes.
At least they have a name. Anyways, I think it was a good pace. Everyone got to show
really good pace. I mean,
everyone got to show their skills.
Yeah, it's different. We talked about how difficult it is to pull off a 6-man tag match. I mean, they can very easily get either messy or boring, basically. But this worked really well. They also gave it a lot of time to get going in. It was a nearly 20-minute match for a 6-man tag match. You don't see that a lot. Or 6-woman tag match, I guess.
Yeah. Woman.
Woman. But yeah, no, it was really cool. It showed off everyone. I mean, I guess the only one we didn't really see was Asuka. I kind of felt like she was being ignored a little bit, but I mean, we know what she is and what she can do, and she did fine when she was in the ring.
Yeah, this is true. I've noticed that too. But like you said, it's like we already know how Asuka is, and I think it's more like to show off damage control or whatever the hell they are.
It's more important to set up damage control and also to reintroduce Dakota Kai and Io Sky to the main roster people who might not have seen them as much. I don't actually know if any of them were moved up before they were released.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think they were just released.
Yeah.
See ya. Yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah. Bye. Okay. Hi.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, it was a good match. This was general.
There wasn't like no
I don't think there was a bad match on the card.
There wasn't. I don't. I mean, the results might not have been how I wanted it to be, but the matches themselves were just awesome. Like, I will give you like my review later of how I feel, but yeah, this match there was not really no big heavy like moves. I mean, you always have that one move where everyone's on the corner and they all got the like all that. It's like, hey, we've seen that before, but never like
I mean, maybe I'm just being cynical because I've seen it a lot, but we also had one of those where like all 6 of them are basically trying to do suplexes on each other, and you can see people running in to take their place for the spot. Yes. And it's like, okay, fine, why not? I mean, it's a little bit too, how to put it, a little bit too telegraphed for me what they are doing, but fine, it's a spot. They had to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like, yeah, okay. It's like,
yeah, fine. Whatever.
So, like we said in our predictions, because we're so like good.
Yeah, Bailey
pinned Bianca for the win, which she had to.
Which she should, yeah, because that sets up the championship match.
Yep. And of course, they always have to put Bianca's hair into place somewhere. It's like, oh, always, God, leave her hair alone.
Try to imagine if she ever cuts off that braid,
right?
Or her hair in general, it's like, what are we going to do? We can't we can't have a match with her at all. We're missing half the spots. But no, it was a super good match, a really fun match.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the best match of the evening, but it was a really good starter match.
I mean, yeah, it's a good starters match. I guess
there was a match on the pre-show.
I don't know. I didn't even watch it. I didn't see it either. So if there was, we apologize. You're gonna have to go watch it yourself.
Apparently,
you can go watch it on YouTube. Okay, guys, it's free.
Apparently, there was Madcap Mods and the Street Profits beating Austin Theory and Alpha Academy, and I don't care. Honestly.
I mean, I have my thoughts on Austin Theory, but I'm not going to talk about this here because we can always talk about that later. But yeah,
that particular pre-show match is just not one I care about because
I didn't even know there was a pre-show match. I mean, I didn't know there was a pre-show match because, like I said, this came on like at 10 a.m. and I was like gone. Yeah. So like, I just watched the match.
I was watching it right up until match 2, and then halfway through that, it sort of died. My feed sort of died, my stream died, so I had to watch it the next day. That was annoying.
Well, but speaking of match 2, let's talk about that. Because the Intercontinental Championship, Sheamus versus Gunther. And Gunther brought back Imperium. Yay! I'm sorry.
Yay! And they added another member again.
Oh, nice.
So it's not just Ludwig Kaiser, they added Giovanni Vinci, who I am sure will be getting a German name because putting an Italian in with an obviously German-based heel stable might be too on the nose even for WWE.
Nah.
But we shall see, won't we? I mean, last week, as people might remember, I said that I felt like this could very well be match of the evening. And after having seen it, I stand by that it might very well be one of the match candidates of the year. I loved almost everything about this match.
It was a really good match.
It started out with Gunther, with both teams just facing off in the ring, and then the various minions started fighting all around the ring and out of the arena while Gunther and Sheamus just stared at each other. It was really well done. It's a long time since we've seen Sheamus fight as a face, but I mean, UK.
Yeah, this is pretty much.
And again, like we said last week, this wasn't a great wrestling match. It won't go down into history as one of the great technical wrestling matches. This was literally just two of the biggest brawlers in the business just beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was just brawl for brawl. I mean, in the beginning, Gunther looked like he was pretty much dominating Sheamus, which was like, okay. But then, Sheamus got some licks in and stuff like that.
Someone said that this might have been... Someone said on Twitter that this might have been Sheamus' best match of all time. And I tend to agree with him. He's sold like a champion. Well, he is a champion, but he really sold this match well.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. It's definitely one of his better ones as of late matches. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Sheamus has had some great matches in his career, both alone and with Cesaro in the bar, and the last couple of months with Drew McIntyre and so on. But damn, this was good.
This is really good. You want to tell him
again? Felt more like a fight than an actual match, and of course, in the end, Gunther won.
Yes.
As he should, as we predicted.
Yes.
But we're geniuses.
Yes, and then Gunther left with Imperium, and then that Sheamus got a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Which deserved. I mean, the match was
because it was UK, but also just because, damn, he did a good job.
It was such a great match. It was such an amazing match. Like,
it's been a very long time since I wanted to give a match a full 5 stars. This one, yeah, no questions, just very, very good. The storytelling inside of it, with how they get injured and Gunther not being able to land a proper power bomb and Sheamus not being able to pull a it was just so well done.
Very fine tuning.
I don't think we will, but I hope to see more of these two at least one day.
Yeah. It
looks like Triple H. It looks like Triple H is going back to the what I like the 80s and 90s thing with the Intercontinental and the US title, like intermediate titles, not having very long feuds with them. I mean, having feuds, but fairly short feuds with them, just so you can see a lot of people showcasing themselves in title matches. Or Triple H, WWE doing it right now, and I kind of like that for those titles. It always was like the workman's title. It always was those that was always defended week in and week out.
True.
And sort of proving yourself ready to be moved up to the main title line. I really hope they get back to that.
Right.
I mean, we've talked about before how we feel like the title should be worth more, so to speak.
Right. Anyways, speaking of another title, let's go to the next match. Got the SmackDown Women's title, Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan.
We said that Liv needed a victory.
Mm-hmm.
We said that she needed to sort of be the resilient champion more than the dominant champion.
Yes.
And we said she needed a good match.
Yes.
With Shayna to sort of prove her championship worth. And I feel we got all of them.
Yeah.
Again, not a 5-star match by any means, but it did exactly what we're supposed to do.
It did what it needed to do.
Yeah.
So
it showed Liv that she can be the champion. She can wrestle. She can be resilient. She can power through a lot of things. It rebuilt in a lot of ways also Shayna as like an actual title challenger.
Yes.
And it gave Liv, spoilers, it gave Liv the victory.
I mean, it's not really
it did exactly what it set out to do. Sorry?
So it's not really a spoiler. That's what we're here for.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. Well, spoilers, we're going to talk about the results of Clash of the Castle in the Clash of the Castle result show.
Duh. All spoilers.
No, like I said, I don't think this was ever meant to be a great match. It was just meant to do certain things, and I think.
I think it was just meant to make Liv more presentable as a champion.
Yeah, as a credible world champion. Yeah, exactly. And I think it did that very, very well, honestly.
Yeah, I think that, like I said, it's not a 5. Like you said, it's not a 5-star. It was an okay match. It was a good match. It you see Liv doing some more submissions, which I think good for her.
Good idea. Yeah, and she also got to use the Oblivion, which means that she now actually has a viable finisher.
Right. So that's good.
Her finisher is called the Oblivion, by the way, but she hasn't been able to use it in ages and ages.
I mean, she used it the other day.
Well, yeah, she did.
I don't mean like a class. I mean like on SmackDown.
No, I know that. I'm saying she's getting to use it again, which is.
I mean, it's like really one of those moves that come off the ropes and stuff like that. But it's kind of like, I think it should be. I think she just need a better finisher, honestly.
That is what that is. There's a lot of finishes you know from also a previous video that you guys know that from a previous video me and Toya wants to change. Yeah, I would also change the Oblivion to something better, in my opinion. But the point is, she actually have one now, and I feel like she has suffered from not having a match-ending move. She has won a lot of matches with roll-ups and Hurricane Ranas and so on.
Yeah, like this quick finishing move. They're like, all right, I'm gonna get this shit done. Then get it.
Yeah, Oblivion out of nowhere. Oh, well, not quite, but sort of.
Yeah, well, congratulations, Liv. You did a good job.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
We do the next match. We got Edge and Rey Mysterio Dominic on the side, and Judgment Day with Rhea Ripley on their side. This was a really good match.
It really was. This was the second best match of the evening, in my opinion. Close with the next one, but I think this was the second best match.
Yes, I mean, I really enjoyed this match.
Yeah, me too.
There has some, when Edge speared what's his face through the ropes. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, Edge spearing Damian Priest through the ropes. Yeah, and trying to pull a 619 on Finn Balor.
Oh my god, that was so weird. I was like, no, do it, Edge. No, Edge, no. Okay. Alright, he did it. Okay.
Okay, fine. Came out in a luchador mask and cape. It was very strange. Also, they mentioned on commentary that the Judgment Day would complain about having a leader because they are, about just the whole thing. Is it me, or does it seem like Rhea Ripley is actually currently the leader?
I mean, it kind of seems that way.
Or maybe it's just because she's basically the manager because she hasn't had an actual, match in ages now.
Right, which is kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, what is she doing? What's the point? I mean, unless she's gonna start fighting guys or something like that. What's the point?
Yeah. The ending was pretty cool.
I think the ending was weird. I mean, it was cool. The ending, like the ending, or like the ending?
No, just the ending of the match.
Okay.
not the ending of the whole thing. Just the ending of the match.
Oh yeah, the ending of the match was great.
Like the ending of the match with the 619 into avoidance of a coup de grace from Finn on Edge and then a 619 into a spear.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It worked really well. No, after that it was very weird. That was the one thing in the evening that just did not make any sense to me.
No sense at all. None. So anyway, Edge and Rey Mysterio won.
As we said they would.
Right.
Doesn't look like they're going to disband the Judgment Day as we said they should, but they don't listen to us all the time, sadly. So we already knew.
So then Edge and, Rey are, celebrating. They're like telling, hey, Dominic, come in, and stuff like that. And do you want to tell them what happened? Because this is so weird to me. I just, ugh.
There's no reason to go into a lot of details. Dominic pulled his or laid out Rey and then did the same to Edge. It's like,
well, Edge was trying to shake his hand, and he kicked him in the groin and his nuts. Yeah. But the way he kicked him, it was kind of this okay.
Yeah.
It was this.
It was so
weird. It was like, what are okay?
It was really weakly done, and it's such a weird time to do that heel turn.
Well, now he's with part of the Judgment Day, which I said he would be. I mean, here's the thing. We talked about how there's no Dominic doesn't do nothing for the Judgment Day. We didn't consider that Judgment Day could do a lot probably for Dominic.
I mean, that's what that is. If they can allow him to actually do something.
Yeah, right now he's kind of it seems like right now he's under the control of Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't be?
I mean, right? I would be. I'm like, hey, So he has his heel turn. He's not part of the,
It's just. It's such a weird time. Why would you do a heel turn on a group that just lost?
Right? That's what I said. It would be different.
The match or something.
It would have been different.
Or the next evening.
It would have made more sense if he would have done it and then they won.
Yeah.
Because of them and stuff like that, or some shit like that. But after, I guess it's because he's jealous of Edge. Because, Rey Mysterio is asking him to be his partner, not his son, blah, blah, blah. So stuff like that. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, I guess. But it's like, what weird timing. I'm just like, I don't. Yeah. It's just.
The whole thing.
Like you said, it could have been on Monday. They could have had another match, and then he can turn against them during that match or something like that.
They could have done the Shield thing. Edge and Rey comes out. does something with Dominic, does something. Judgment Day comes out to confront them, and then Dominic turns on Edge and Ray.
Right.
Could easily be done.
Plan B.
Yeah. Instead, doing it right after Judgment Day was defeated, it's like, dude, do you want the world to know that you side with the losers? I mean, how does that make sense for a heel turn? Oh yeah, these people are really bad. I want to be with them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like
whoever decided to give Dominic like a black wife beater and a stupid mullet should be whipped out of the company.
But
he doesn't look evil. He looks like a reject from Evanescence.
He looks lost.
Yeah.
Like, oh, where am I? I don't know. But like,
very weird. I thought he was better than that, honestly.
I mean, we always said that he needed to separate from his father.
Oh, absolutely. Like, we've
been saying this for years. It's that right there is the right decision. How it was done was not right.
Weird.
It was just like, what the hell?
It was. I won't say stupid because I get what they're doing, but it was a very weird way of doing it. I don't think
the timing wasn't right.
No. Again, should have either had Judgment Day then win the match through a Dominic turn, or just do it the next evening. This one was just okay. Whatever.
That's what I was like, huh? Like, what? Like, even in my notes, I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
what?
Exactly. That was all I was thinking. It was like, this is. I mean, the only thing I was thinking when I saw it was like,
it was such a good match, and you ended with that
moment to do this. This isn't helping Dominic
at all. Like, it was such a good match, and it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, fine.
Sure.
What if you
okay, WWE, you do you, I guess.
You do you, boo.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'll see. We'll see where it leads, but
okay,
fine.
Who knows?
Like I said, I think it also does more for Dominic than it does for Judgment Day, because if Judgment Day were to be relevant again after 2 major defeats in a row, they would need someone who was powerful and dominant, not someone who has lost every bloody match he's been involved in for 2 years. When has Dominic last actually won a match?
I don't really watch some matches, to be honest with you, so I don't know.
The point is, he's not exactly like the dominant Mysterio, so to speak. Anyway, we'll see where it goes. Let's hope for the best. I mean,
we'll see.
Finn, Baylor, Rhea. You really can't screw it up entirely when you have those 3. But we'll see what goes.
All right. Well, let's go to the main match, shall we? We got the undisputed WWE Universal Championship match. No. What?
No. You have Rollins and Riddle.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
To me, that's still the main event, by the way.
Okay, well, you got me confused. So Riddle and Rollins match.
You had Seth friggin' Rollins and Matt Riddle. Holy crap, that was a feud. That got real very quickly.
That was like, I think 3 weeks. Oh, like, goddamn, dude.
Yeah. Some of the stuff happening on the Go Home, what was it, the Go Home SmackDown? That was like, oh wow, that's a brutal one. Honestly.
I mean, they were saying some stuff that back and forth as of late, pretty much, and it's kind of like you knew it was going to be like an intense, crazy match. Yeah. Like Riddle was on
a really good one.
Riddle was on like point, and like this like the side of him was just like, wow, like where the hell this beast comes from?
It was actually nice to see UFC fighter Matt Riddle again.
Yes.
Instead of just Stoner Bro Matt Riddle.
He was mad.
This was kind of. I mean, he's always been Stoner Bro. He will never not be. It's just this thing. But this was more of the Matt Riddle we saw back in NXT back in the day.
Yes.
Like the more aggressive one, and it worked really well. I mean, Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins. I've said before, and I say again, he's the best. He's the best overall wrestler, like the best all-round wrestler the company have. Pure and simple.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this
in my not so humble opinion.
I really enjoyed this match. They got off the best assets in both wrestlers and did a fantastic job.
They really, really did. And again, it was also one of those that could have gone both ways. You never really knew what way this one was going.
This is true.
We predicted that it was Seth that's going to win because he needed the win. And he ended up getting it, but at the same time, they could have given it to Matt Riddle, and we wouldn't have had a problem with it.
I mean, we didn't, like we said before, either or. We wanted Rollins because we wanted to get into that main title match. Yeah, which it would be good on his part, but yeah.
But yeah, no, it was another really good match. Again, there wasn't a bad match on this card. There wasn't a single match where I was like,
this match did not need to be there kind of match. Yeah, but there's nothing like that.
Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler was probably the weakest match,
but it was still good.
That was still entertaining and fun to watch.
It's kind of like going to a concert, guys, and you're like, I don't even know who this band is, and then you end up liking their songs. It was kind of like that for like a little. Yeah, but this was a good match too.
Yeah, it really was.
What Riddle had like a freaking SpongeBob theme. What did Corey Graves say? Something about he went for a match. He thought he was under the sea or something.
Yeah, something like, oh, welcome to the Little Mermaid or something. Yeah, we need the Beach Boys. Yeah,
beach. It was some SpongeBob reference. I know that much, but yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember. I know what you're referring to, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, my entire
Seth freaking Rollins won. Now let's go to the main event.
Can we not?
Oh, yeah, we have to. We got the belt with Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns.
Let me start by saying that this might have been the best audience I've heard in ages and ages.
Oh man, this audience
from the beginning of the card to almost the very end, they were just they were on.
Yeah. Drew. Yeah, man. That was like...
I mean, all of the card was just, they were... Chicago, Philadelphia, even Madison Square Garden, you need to look at yourself compared to this crowd, because they were on fire all evening. And that really, of course, improves a lot of the matches as well. But in this case, oh my god. Like, this was...
I mean, I bet that is so good for, like, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just to feed off that energy from the crowd, it was like, wow. I
think we seriously need to go back to the heydays of, maybe Stone Cold or The Rock, like the Attitude Era, or even back to the days of Hogan in the 80s to find a crowd that was so over the top for Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
Insane.
It was crazy. It was insane. Like, it was. I mean, like, the match itself was really good. You could.
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, it's Drew and Roman. They're amazing wrestlers, and they work really well together.
I mean, I like how, like, Roman was kind of like, his character was kind of like nervous because he didn't have the bloodline. He didn't have Paul Heyman there. It was like, oh, he's there by himself. Who is he supposed to talk to? Who is he supposed to goodbye? Who is supposed to do all this stuff in? And it's like,
it worked super well. And the match was amazing.
I mean, there were so many close calls. I'm just like...
It lasted half an hour, and it felt like 10 minutes.
Right.
It was just so, like, amazingly awesome.
It was. And it was, guys. I mean...
And then, of course, WWE had to WWE. Because, of course, they did.
Just why not?
Because we can't have good things. This is like, want to punch... No, I don't want to punch Triple H on the shoulder and give him like a dope slap because he will bury me. But
yeah.
Just anyway, at the very end, McIntyre hit a Claymore, and so on. They hit a Claymore. Reigns hit a Superman punch. McIntyre performed a spear and then another Claymore, and then I think what was it? Theory came out first, and tried to cash in somehow.
Yeah, they both knocked each other out.
Yeah, and then Theory came out and tried to cash in. They are making that a whole thing now about him trying to cash in and not being able to do it, I guess. Tyson Fury, the boxer, was in the and basically just knocked him out with a single punch. That'll do a lot for Austin Theory's credibility, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah? Again, who cares? No offense. He'll be good. He'll be very good. This is not something. But then, at the very end, of course, a masked man comes out and interrupts and interferes and gets Drew distracted and pulls him off. And
I think he pulls the ref because
oh yeah, he pulls the ref.
Drew had Roman Reigns pinned, and the what was the guy? What's the blonde guy's name? The ref? God dang, I can't think of his name. But he was out.
It was Lil Nate, wasn't it?
I don't remember. But then
Charles Robinson.
Yeah. Okay, Charles. And then like the ref that had Theory because he was like cash in. That ref got pulled out by the mystery man, and then and
the mystery man turns out to be Solo Sikoa, who has been on NXT, but who is the little brother of the Usos.
Those damn bloodline is so much freaking people in that bloodline.
Yeah, and like so, Roman got the 1, 2, 3, and then eventually he left, and Roman and McIntyre got on his knees and got got another huge ovation. And all I could think about was, listen, you just missed the opportunity of your lifetime. You could have played the crowd reaction to Drew pinning Roman for 30 years. And instead you did this, because if there was one thing the bloodline needs right now, it's to be stronger with another member.
Right? They don't need another member.
That is really what they needed right now.
They do not need another member. Like, okay. And like you said, that missed opportunity of all that crowd and just getting that hype.
I'm not even angry at Reigns maintaining. At this point, I'm like, if they didn't pull the trigger here, fine. He's going to be champion at least up until he can fight with The Rock at Mania. Fine, it's going to happen. I don't care. I can just stop watching his matches. Just don't care about the title match.
Yeah.
Just don't watch them and just watch the rest of the show and say fuck that. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with that, but I can live with that. But the opportunity they missed with this. Seriously, someone should have called an audible and just let McIntyre win it.
I mean, they could have, but I don't know. I don't know why they didn't. I have no idea. It's just I give up. I mean, it was a whole Rock with the belt thing. I don't understand why they have to have a belt
or something. Is telling them that no, that's the thing.
They don't need to fight for the belt.
We don't have a champion.
We really don't. And he's like a part-time champion. I'm like, okay, great. He's fucking Brock.
Yeah.
With longer hair.
They went from one Brock to the other. I'm just the missed opportunity here, and then another member of the bloodline. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we need.
Yeah, like okay, sure, why not?
Again, I don't know what this will come up with. Maybe we'll come up with an actual, like...
I mean, unless there's
Maybe Drew will ally with Sheamus and we're going to have an actual... I don't fucking know.
A stable versus stable kind of
stable feud for this? I don't know.
I don't know. Is there something needs to happen? Okay, because this is like, okay...
But it's just...
You're in the WO in it, okay, right now?
That's what I mean. I've said it at SummerSlam, and I will say it now. This is late 90s NWO.
Yeah.
And that was basically what killed it wasn't what killed it, but that really helped kill WCW. And this is not going to kill WWE, but I don't know. I guess they have a lot of people out there. I guess a lot of people out there are really happy with Roman as a champion, because otherwise, why would they keep him? It's just I don't understand it. I don't understand why you keep devaluing your main titles like this.
I don't even have a main title anymore.
No.
If this is what you're going to keep doing, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah. Okay, so Roman, you know what? Roman is going to have a few. You know what's going to happen at the next month? Halloween Havoc or what? No, sorry, that's an NXT.
Extreme Rules.
Whatever's going to happen at Extreme Rules, I will guarantee you we're going to have the long-awaited match of Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar 5.0.
Yay!
I would almost pay money on that. Yay. Not even kidding.
But like after the match, it's weird. So there he comes and shakes Roman Reigns' hand.
Yeah.
And then it comes helps freaking Drew McIntyre up. And then they started singing. I'm just like, okay.
Okay, fine. I mean, that's for the crowd. You know what?
Sure.
Have fun with that. You didn't need to show that. You could end the show before the comment song. That's basically all I'm saying.
It's bad enough he lost. Now we gotta go to this cringe. It was kind of like your dad.
That was.
It was kind of like if your dad and your uncle got drunk and started singing karaoke. I'm just like.
Basically.
Okay.
Do you remember what I said the last time about sending people home happy?
Yes.
This one sent people home angry. You could tell on the faces of the crowd. Not just were they like sad, they were like, I can't believe you assholes did this. And the problem is, once you make... There is a difference in wrestling between heat and what they call X-Pac heat. It's heels are supposed to have heat. People are supposed to boo them. X-Pac heat is when they don't boo the performer, but the actual... Or they don't boo the character, but the actual performer. They just don't want to see the performer. And I feel like this was... They're getting to a point where... Why would anyone in England pop in after this again? Or the UK pop in after this again? And it is.
I mean, how long it's been? It's been like 30-something years, and this is how you do it.
Yeah.
After 30 years, you know, and you do this, it's like, look.
With another fucking bloodline boy.
What's the same? Right, the same shit they always do. It's just like...
It's the exact same... Remember when I say that this is the exact same match we've seen for Roman every time?
It is exactly
the same match we've seen for Roman every fucking time.
It does not change. And it's kind of like, I don't see why they just don't let him. They gave it to Drew. Even if it was for a short period of time. It doesn't matter. They should let him have it. It's just like with the fucking tag teams with Street Profits. They shouldn't let him have it. It's just like...
Yeah.
Every time, I'm just like, I'm done.
No, I don't know what these people are doing. I mean, I know Triple H is high on Roman. I am high on Roman. Everyone is high on Roman. He's an awesome heel. Doesn't mean he should be invincible. The heel champion has to be beaten. He has to. And who's next to beat him? Who's next? Karrion Kross? Who gives a shit about Karrion Kross? Karrion Kross is another heel.
I mean, I don't know. Karrion Kross.
I mean, he's only just got into the business again. I don't think he's had a match since he had that squash match with a local performer.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well,
no one cares.
I mean, he was actually there too. He got a little bit involved with their matches.
No, I'm looking forward to seeing Karrion Kross. I love Karrion Kross. He's an absolutely amazing wrestler.
Karrion Kross threw a water bottle at Drew at one point during the match.
It's just the missed opportunity to make this just a pay-per-view that people could look back on as just...
I mean,
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I could think about...
here's the thing they could do. Since he has 2 belts, they could say, hey, let me just challenge you for this belt.
Yes.
And you can keep the other belt.
Just for the SmackDown one, or rather, just for the Raw one.
Right, exactly. Instead of both belts, they could have done that. So that way he can still be champion. He just won't be undisputed champion.
Or they could have made this a non-DQ and have Drew win by DQ, or you know what I mean, right? I mean, just... I don't fucking know. Titles could change place on DQ. Hey, we got a DQ. Here, Drew, take the title. Fuck that. Roman was never beat. This could have, in my opinion, been easy pay-per-view of the year. Maybe even, like, one of the best pay-per-views of the last 10 years.
I mean, look.
It had so much good going for it, and all I can think about now is...
What the fuck?
Damn it, you fucked up again.
Yeah, so I mean, this could have been top 10. 10 out of 10. One of the best pay-per-views if they would have had not ended the way they always fucking ended. But, you know.
Just that way and that... what they did and in that particular way they did it is like... like, are you contractually obligated to do that match every single fucking pay-per-view?
Like, did you lose a bet or something? Like, yeah. What the hell is going on?
Like, I mean, I don't get it, because the only thing I can imagine is that it has to lead up to that Rock match at Mania. Well, one, Rock isn't going to win, because he's never coming back for more than stuff like that, so everyone knows that. And two, why does Roman need the belt for that one to be an interesting match?
I don't know.
Why? What does the belt do in that situation? And all due respect, God, I love The Rock. Or Dwayne Johnson. What has The Rock done to deserve to get a title shot at Roman Reigns?
I don't know. Well,
I mean, apart from being The Rock. Who cares?
I mean, up to, I don't know, if they insert him somewhere. Yeah. We'll find out why, but I can't tell you why right now.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, yeah,
everything, ever since the big change with Vince and Triple H and the others, the product has gone steadily upwards. The product has become better and better and better over the last 2 months. No question about it. If this continues, we're in for a hell of a ride.
We're in for a treat. But yeah,
we really are, and I'm really looking forward to it. I cannot understand how you can decide to miss an opportunity like this. It's like this is fucking Blockbuster not buying Netflix when they had the chance level of stupidity.
Right. Well, it's over, and we're good. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget Tim streams today.
Yep, I do.
I have a video chapter 11 of Mafia today. I have also other videos that you should watch. And
go watch them.
And then tomorrow, go watch chapter 12. It should be good because I was highly frustrated. Anyways!
And I'm sure we will be back next month for Extreme Rules.
Yes, of course. Or whatever. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!